Yo, what's up, people? This is another
Isaiah production.
Donald Trump has black people in a frenzy, especially after he announced via Twitter that he was going to send in the feds to Chicago inner cities to stop the violence that has been booming ever since the start of 2017. Now, from the start of 2017 last month, there has been 228 shootings just in the Chicago area with 42 killings. All right, these are in the inner cities. Do I think bringing in the feds will stop blacks from killing other blacks? No, I do not think that this is going to happen. I don't think this is going to be the answer. The reason why black people kill each other is because of a survival factor. If I don't shoot this dude, he gonna shoot me first. So I gotta take him out first. This is the reason why they kill each other, all right? I'll get more to my solutions at the end of this video. But first, a lot of people are talking about this topic on YouTube. But what I wanted to do was do something a little different, all right? In this video, I wanted to talk about the 3 stages of black manhood. Now, these stages are in no particular order. It isn't anything, it's not in order. All right. It's just, from when you come out the womb to when you graduate high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is in no particular order. It can range from 5 to 30, but all black males go through these 3 stages that I'm about to allude to. And it is featured. These 3 stages are also featured in my upcoming indie film that I will put on YouTube. All right, now let's talk about the first stage, anger. Okay, anger, this is the most common stage, but I'm talking about, like, as far as black people. All right, anger. When you think about anger, what are you thinking about right now? Soon as I say anger, what comes to your mind? All right, who can blame black people for being angry? Seriously, I mean, who can blame them? All right, you're born into a legacy that includes slavery, lynching, Jim Crow, marches, protests. Who can blame you for being angry? I mean, we're told from birth that we're going to end up in prison, okay? And it's solidified when we see our cousins in jail. It's solidified when we see our friends in jail, It's solidified when you walk outside and you see dudes getting handcuffs across the street, the police, trying to restrain a guy. It's just what we see, okay? It leads to us being angry, all right? When we grow up and we see that, we don't have a male in the household, it leaves us angry. It leaves us wondering, how come I don't got a dad? How come I don't have a dad to go to, and ask questions about life? You know what I'm saying? Like, how come Jimmy in my class has a dad, but I don't, how come my mom got to be on food stamps and work a countless number of jobs just to put food on the table? All right. This just leads to us being angry. All right. Especially in these inner cities. Now, the second step that I will be alluding to, that is one of the stages in black manhood, is depression. All right. Now, us being males, we don't really show our emotions that much. All right. So, in inner cities, you got black kids growing up. We're told that, showing our emotions, showing that we're depressed is a sign of weakness. So we disguise this into other things. We don't show it, verbally we don't show it, but I think personally that the reason why these kids, they join gangs and whatnot, you got 18, early 20s. The reason why they join gangs is because they are secretly depressed, all right? That is the way they show depression. They don't have a family to go to, okay? They don't have they don't have the family structure. Like I said, most of these people in inner cities, most of these kids growing up, are raised by single moms. So they don't really have a family structure to go to. So they go to these gangs to have that type of family structure. Do you see what I'm saying? That type of family feeling. When black men are suicidal, We don't call it depression. We call it gang wars, all right? This is the reason why blacks kill each other, all right? Because they are just depressed in these inner cities, all right? All they see when they open these doors is nothing but drugs, crackheads, you know what I'm saying? It's not nothing positive in those areas. So why am I gonna be optimistic? Do you see what I'm saying? It's not trying to I'm not trying to make an excuse for it. I'm just trying to put myself in an inner city, all right? Put myself in an inner city setting. Currently, I do not live in an inner city setting, but I used to, all right? I moved out, like I said, when I was, say, about 10 years old, I moved out from the inner city. So I know what it's like. I can relate. This is the reason why I'm trying to go through these stages, all right? But depression, you don't see anything positive in those areas. So it's like, why would I want to go to school and become, a doctor when all I see around me is guys selling drugs, guys, making money off of it? That's the only way I can think that I can make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and how can I not be depressed when, my culture celebrates criminal stuff? It's like we celebrate, our culture, black culture celebrates criminal stuff, all right? If you not looked at as like a thug, a street guy, you looked at as corny. Let's be real, people, all right? Let's be real for a second, okay? That is the 100-pound gorilla in the room, all right, in these black communities, man. You got these rappers, portraying the fast life. It's that fast life gang mentality that is, putting these kids in caskets early. Depression is the inevitable consequence of every day facing a society that makes it clear it doesn't believe you have a right to exist. Now, the final step in black manhood is acceptance. Now, acceptance can mean a lot of things, all right? Now, what I'm trying to allude to is we need to accept that we are black. We need to accept that we just need to accept slavery. We need to accept the lynching. We need to accept Jim Crow, the marches, the protests, the riots. We just need to accept it. We need to accept that there's racism, stereotype. You know what I'm saying? Like affirmative action. We need to just accept this, all right? That's the only way we're going to move ahead, as a race. Now, there's two sides to acceptance. You got the positive route, and then you got the negative route. The negative route is, understanding that you are black, and still continuing to sell drugs, still continuing to kill one another, still continuing to go the criminal element, all right? And you're doing this because you look at being black in America as a negative, all right? Saying to myself basically like, I'm black in America, I'm hopeless, so I'm gonna, live hopelessly. I'm gonna, kill each other. I'm not gonna get a job. I'm gonna sell drugs. I'm not gonna do positive things. I'm not gonna compete in the job market. I got this white man holding me down. I'm just gonna stay in the ghetto and, do my thing. That is the negative way. That is the negative side of acceptance, all right? Now, the positive route when you think about acceptance is you understanding that you are black, you understanding that, yes, I will be stereotyped. People will think different of me because I am black. But you also competing, you going to college, you getting your GED, you graduating high school, you just bettering yourself as a human being, okay? See, the positive route of acceptance is not saying that it's this white man behind a tree holding me back from getting this job, holding me back from being successful. Now, that closes out the 3 stages of black manhood. Now, what I want to get to is the positives. How do we fix our communities by not following Donald Trump's route of sending in the feds? Now, as I've said before, the main thing that is holding us back as a race is our culture. As I said before, if you're not a thug, if you're not going to prison, if you don't talk a certain way, if you ain't got dreads, if your pants ain't behind your, if your pants ain't on right, y'all know what I'm trying to say. If your pants ain't on right, then, you ain't considered black. We need to get rid of that mentality. Okay, we need to get rid of all these coon rappers. We need to get rid of a lot of these black leaders. Al Charlatan, who else? Al Charlatan. You got Messi Jackson. Louis Farrakhan. All of them. All of them is so-called leaders. We need to just get rid of them. Okay, just kiss them goodbye. Now, once we get rid of the culture, that will start reflecting nationally. All right, you see what I'm saying? Like, it won't be celebrated to have a black guy as a thug. You know what I'm saying? Like, it won't be celebrated to that all we see on TV is that we're gonna be rappers or athletes or some type of entertainer. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Like, that's the main reason why you don't see a lot of like black scientists, open heart surgeons, black astronauts. It's because all they see in the neighborhood portrayed on like the televisions and whatnot is, them becoming rappers, them becoming athletes. You know what I'm saying? Like, once we get rid of the criminal culture, that will go along with what's being seen on TV. And I'm trying to tell you, it will change. So those are the ways to help our, to help our inner cities out, okay, without sending in the feds. But let me know what you guys think down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's get it. Also, before we leave, alluding to something that you guys probably didn't know, I am an aspiring future filmmaker. I will be releasing my debut indie film in about a month from now via YouTube. Broken Cycle is the name of my first directed upcoming 30-minute indie film. It is about an African-American adolescent that is indulged in the street life, but later gets a change of heart when confronted with an unexpected event that will change his ways forever. So once again, the title of my directed indie film will be called Broken Cycle, and I will be releasing it via this channel. I will encourage you guys to view it when released. Peace.